Alright guys, here is a video kind of tutorial on how to use your GeoGebra construction for your part 2. You only need to do it for part 2. Part 3 is already been sent to you. You just need to open it, maneuver it, and answer the questions. And I'll show you that on a second video. So let me minimize this a little bit. So we start off, we should go to basically a new file. We're going to go and do a GeoGebra math app. We get a grid. You don't necessarily need that. We're going to take the grid off by clicking right here. And in Edmodo, before I forget, in your folders, there's a geometry project folder. If I just make sure I go back right here. And you do have a step-by-step manual you can use if you kind of want to walk yourself through it, read it, and work at it. So here we are. First thing we're going to do is going to use our polygon tool to create our triangle. Our arbitrary triangle is just any size. The bigger the better. Okay. And we'll talk about some things on how to change the coloring. Play with it. Learn something new. I'm always open to find a new trick. So now the first thing we need to do is to construct the circumcenter. A circumcenter is your point of concurrency for your perpendicular bisector. So we got to do a perpendicular bisector. So we hit that tool right here, the intersection tool. And we hit perpendicular bisector. We're going to select 2 points or just a segment, one segment. So we're going to go just the side. So there's my perpendicular bisector for that side, and for that side. And that point of intersection is what I need. So I hit my point, go to my intersection. We're going to click to where that's at. There's my point D. And it comes out to follow exactly on the project. Now, if your point comes out to be a different point, I can show you how to change the points. If it doesn't come out to work, then just state what point you have as that point of concurrency. Don't get all frustrated because it doesn't follow exactly. Now, so we have this intersection. And let's say I want to change the color. So if I hit my move, the arrow, this allows me to select things. So you can click there. I can change this color of the line. I'm going to go purple for purple P, perpendicular. Okay. And I can change how if I want to do dotted, or let's say I want to go bolder. So let's just go to 5. Okay. So I'm going to change the color. And I think this will make it look a whole lot professional. So you can get some points for that. And it just helps you keep track of which point of concurrency you're looking at. So I think I said a 5. And then we're going to do purple. So this is how you can change. And we're going to go 5. Color. Now, after you do your circumcenter, they want you to then create the orthocenter. I believe that was the next one. Or no, they want you to do your circle. So I'm jumping the gun here. So if you go to here, we want the circle through the center, through a point. The point we want to use is D, our circumcenter. And so we just have to click on that point, and we just need to extend the circle so it goes through the vertices. And just click there, and there's our circle. Okay. And over here is just a track of all our constructions. We can change it. We can hide things. I'll talk about that here in a bit. Now, we also need to do the orthocenter. The orthocenter is the intersection of the altitude. So now I just need, basically, it has to be perpendicular to a side from a vertice, perpendicular to the opposite side. So I'm going to hit my perpendicular line. I'm going to select the point and the perpendicular line. So I want to go from B to C. There is my altitude. I want to go from A to side A, or AC, or BC, excuse me. And I want to go from C to the opposite side. Now, that is a black line. I want to, again, change the color of this line. We're going to go ahead and make this one, I think we're going to go green. And so we're going to change, let's don't worry about the font right now. Let's just get the color changed. Let's not make this video too long. And I'm missing one. There it is. Oh, I hit the polygon. I don't know if you noticed that. Right there means I hit the polygon. So click the black line, get the black, go there. And now we're going to do that intersection point. So we hit this intersection tool, go to the point of intersection for the green lines, which are our altitude. I'm going to make sure we're on the right track so far. All right, now we now need to do our centroid, which is constructed from the median. So a median is, that's the intersection of the median. So the median is basically goes from the midpoint from a side to the opposite vertices. So let's go to this intersection tool and go to midpoint. Select 2 points, one segment, circle, or conic. That's basically the ways to get to that midpoint. We're just going to select the segment. And it should go through our purple line because our purple line is a perpendicular bisector, which means it goes through the midpoint and it forms a right angle. So there's our median, our midpoint. There's our midpoint, I believe. Yep, there we go. And now we are, wait a minute. Let's undo that. I don't think it did the midpoint every time. So here's midpoint. Click on the line. There we go. I could tell by the point being different. It looked different. There we go. It had a different little um, boldness to it. So now we're going to go to line segment. Select 2 points. So we're going to go here to B. There's my line segment. Oh, I hit line. I apologize. We want line segment. Line segment. Select 2 points. Midpoint to opposite vertices. We're going to go midpoint to opposite vertices. And we're going to go midpoint to opposite vertices. And we need that point of intersection as well. So I'm going to go that intersection, and we need to go for that point. And there's my eye. Now, we're going to change the color. So I'm going to do the color of my centroid. We're going to go, oh, I hit the, there we go. I hit the polygon. I'll show that next because obviously I just done it twice. So let's make this a little bolder. And then hit that line. Make that blue. Make it bolder as well. And then that line. And we're going to go blue and bolder as well. Oops, that's too much. Okay, now, earlier, just a while ago, I hit this and I saw this gray or this, I don't know what the color is, brownish color. And so basically that's the color of the polygon. I can click on that and make a different color if I want to. I can make it darker, lighter. Okay, I like the transparency look a little bit. So let's go with 10. There we go. All right, so now we need to draw a line, create the Euler line. This line is the Euler line because it basically intersects these 3 points of concurrency. So let's hit our line tool right over here. Oops, come down. I want to hit these 2 points like such. And look, it goes through the Orthocenter as well. So this is my line, my Euler line. So I want to kind of, I could highlight this. I'm just going to signify this as being my Euler line going to a dotted line. And I can also make that a little bolder as well. So let me see what other colors I got. Oh, that's it. That's it. Nothing else really. I guess we can go gray. So my dotted line is my Euler line. That looks okay. And we are going to save this. So let me show you how to save it. So we go here. We save it. We need to give it a title. So you can maybe say Euler line construction. Okay. I keep saying Euler and it's really called Euler. I apologize. Geogebra construction. Or you can say Euler line part 1. Let's look at me. Part 1. Okay. You can have it as private or public, but when you embed, it does need to be public. So we're going to save it. And now, let's say I get out. So I close this. And yeah, I want to leave it. I'm going to go back to my home page. I need to, I think I had it private. So I need to show more. Pause just a second. Okay, I had to get out and get back in, but there is our Euler line part 1. And let's say if I wanted to make an edit. So if I need to make an edit, you don't sit edit worksheet. You actually hit open with Geogebra app, and now you can make your edits. Okay, but we don't necessarily need to do that right now. So let me just talk about that's your construction. I'll end this right here so we can go into part 2. What you need to do there, that'll be a separate video, and then I'll do a video on how to embed. Okay, thanks for walking through this with me. Hope you enjoy your constructions.